Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is William Hindman, and we're coming to you from Just Force 911, where we look at how our public officials do their job, or they completely and totally foobarred up, which is normal for our sovereign citizen cops out there who, for some reason, can't seem to handle doing the right thing. Wow, I'm shocked and surprised. Hey guys, do me a favor while you're here. Subscribe if you haven't done it. Hit the bell icon so you know when I put out a new video. Hit the like and share so it helps my algorithms. And thumbs up, thumbs down tells me how I'm doing for you guys. And leave me a comment. This one here I've done, I think, twice now or 3 times. I don't know. But I am going with John Bryant, the civil rights attorney. He has some new information on this. It's a young man that was riding a motorcycle, got in an accident, hit a pole, crashed his motorcycle in the neighbor's yard, and the neighbor kids took the bike down several houses so it wouldn't be in the way. And this bonehead California sovereign citizen cop who thinks he's all high and mighty and knows every single thing on the planet because he's from California, who just got a job at this PD, decides to throw his weight around and then arrest one of the kids and lies his ass off. Wow, I am shocked. A sovereign citizen cop, scumbag cop, lie? No. They wouldn't do that. Much. The officer's caught in several lies. He actually resigns so he doesn't get fired, and goes down the street and goes to work for Boise. They asked Boise, why did you hire him? Well, his background check cleared. Did you know about what's going on down the street? Oh, well, that's hearsay. Yeah. You know, you can't make this crap up. You just can't. Oh, my God. So anyway, we're going to watch this. I apologize that it's long, but it has a lot of good information in it. Unfortunately, there is a lot of stuff we've already seen, but, you know, that's just the way it goes. So, guys, let's get started on this. Go over to John Bryant's station, the civil rights attorney or lawyer, and let him know that I sent you guys over there. And please subscribe to him, the civil rights lawyer, and check him out and see if you like his videos. John Bryant does a lot of good work. He has a lot of information in his videos. So here we go.
Move that way, please.
Just walk around, dude.
Yeah, right here in the beginning is a good point. Can you move aside, please? I'm a cop. You're in my way. Walk around him, you dick. God, what an arrogant piece of crap. I don't get it. These cops are so arrogant and such sovereign citizens that they think we should bow down to them. Get a grip.
I'm gonna be like that.
Albert Chambers.
Are we being detained?
You're about to be.
Okay, attention, you can drive away now.
Remember the videos I did about the aggressive cop in Meridian, Idaho, who disappeared shortly after my video hit YouTube? 2 big updates. 1, we now know where he went.
The former Meridian police officer whose arrest of a young man became the center of an investigation, now serving the Boise Police Department. Here's a video of that arrest surfacing on YouTube.
What the hell is your problem, dude?
Stop.
What the hell is the matter?
Stop.
Hey, what's the problem, not doing anything.
Put your hand back.
2, all the body cam footage has now dropped. This is the case where the kid wrecked his dirt bike in the neighborhood, and later his brother showed up to pick up the dirt bike, but then they encountered then Officer Bradley Chambers with the Meridian Police Department.
Yeah, that's not going to work, my friend. Is that his bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
You need to check it away.
I mean, take it out of the truck.
It's our property. Pictures of it?
I'm sorry?
It's our property.
Do you need pictures of it?
Move.
No, this is mine. What do you want? What?
Not only does the body cam footage confirm what we already knew, but it also shows us new things, such as 100% the officers, including Chambers, were aware that these brothers had nothing to do with removing the dirt bike from the scene to the house where it was found.
Howdy, guys. Did somebody take the bike?
Yeah, I wheeled it over out of here.
Where is it?
It's a few houses down. It's under a tree.
His bike's over at my house. He just wheeled it over there so it didn't have to be over there.
Perfect. Cool. I'll go ahead and say, okay? Thank you.
And remember that guy in the green shirt? Well, it shows all the conversations with that guy, as well as a better angle of what that guy actually did to one of these kids.
And then when I walked over, you had him on the, just putting him on the ground.
Right.
And then the cowboy kid was getting threatening towards me, and I was trying to get your attention. Like, this kid hits me, I'm gonna freaking hit him back. The cowboy
and then they're trying to load it up to get
up on me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I looked at the other guy who was basically, if he hits me, I'm gonna knock him down.
They were trying to load it up and
Get back.
Don't touch me, Joe. Get the away from me. Are you serious? What the hell is the matter with you? Fuck out of here right now. Get the out of here right now.
This guy hits me.
You're the one that laid hands first.
everybody's tough with the cell phone in their hands, man, but
Like Mike Tyson says, everybody's tough till they get punched in the face.
And lastly, I didn't really see this coming. Does it also show us why maybe this whole thing happened? Was Officer or former Officer Chambers a neighbor with these people? Is that why he was so emotional from the very beginning?
There's some other kids who witnessed it.
Yeah, they live right down the street from me.
would you rather him take it? Or
I can take it.
that way you don't got to deal with your neighbors?
They all live right next door to me, so they're not gonna.
Outrageously concerning that the Treasure Valley needs to be aware of, that there is an officer on the streets that's seemingly gotten away with that.
There's been this trend lately where so-called health experts claim collagen can make you feel like you're aging backwards. Take this collagen supplement.
Now, BPD confirmed Officer Chambers' hiring date with them was earlier this month on the 9th.
We reached out to BPD and asked if they were aware of Chambers' history prior to getting hired. They told us that a thorough background investigation was conducted, just like every candidate, and he's now in their training program.
So it's been reported by the local TV news there in Idaho that Officer Chambers, who mysteriously left the Meridian Police Department, has now popped up. He's been hired by the Boise, Idaho Police Department.
And see, this is what these cops do: is they resign before they get fired, so they don't lose their credibility, and then they go down the street and get hired at another cop shop. That's why they should. Once an investigation starts, they should not be allowed to resign or quit. They have to go through the steps and emotions until they're all done, and then they can leave. And they should not be on paid leave either.
And the parents of these brothers are not happy about it at all.
Shock. I mean, just like any other person that I've spoken to that lives in the valley, they're all in shock that they let this officer just move departments and now he's working down the street.
When that TV news reporter requested the body cam footage of this incident, they said no.
I requested the police report and body camera footage from Meridian, but they denied my request as that evidence is part of an active criminal court case.
But guess what? Now we have it all. And the biggest thing that sticks out to me after watching all this footage is that before this incident ever happened, the actual individual who removed the dirt bike from the scene told Officer Chambers about it, that he did it, and where he put it. Chambers knew that the removal of the dirt bike was just done by these neighborhood kids. It had nothing to do with any of the brothers.
Howdy, guys. Did somebody take the bike?
Yeah, I wheeled it over out of here.
Where is it?
Over at, it's a few houses down. It's under a tree.
Okay. Do you guys know who he is?
Yes. Yeah.
What is his name?
Parks.
Marks?
Parks.
Where's he live?
I don't know exactly his address. His mom is here if you want to talk to her.
Oh, is she here?
Yeah.
Where's she at?
She's with him over there.
In the car? Oh, over here. I'm sorry. Yeah. Were you guys with him at all?
What?
Was anybody with him when this happened?
We
just saw it happen.
Yeah. What happened?
I just saw everyone drive. I just saw all the cars drive past, and and my mom knows.
Did you see it happen?
I just lost control.
Just lost control?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's he going? You guys going this way?
Yeah, I just started. He was coming this way. I just started hearing something, and I looked over and he fell.
He just wheeled it over there, so it didn't have to be over here.
Perfect. Cool. I'll go ahead and say okay. Thank you.
Did you guys see the motorcycle at all?
Yeah, I moved it over there.
You moved the motorcycle? Were you the one riding the motorcycle?
I was not. He's over there.
down there.
Oh, okay, so they already got everybody they need?
Yeah.
Okay, but nobody saw the actual crash or anything like that?
Yeah, not directly. We like kind of turned around.
We were in the garage, and then we heard it like rev high, and then we saw him fall.
We saw it after it happened. Like he was already on the ground.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like I said, we were in the garage, so we didn't see it.
Yeah.
Paying attention, but we just heard it.
Okay.
There were some other kids who witnessed it though.
Yeah, they all live right down the street from me. They just said he lost control, so he hit that one right there. It looks like the bike's down here.
Chambers, what do you need right now?
Took it down and look at the bike. They wheeled the bike down here, so they do that.
Okay.
They didn't. None of them. They all live right next door to me. So.
Oh, you just need pictures?
What's that?
You just need pictures of the bike and stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out if you want to get out.
Did you hear what he said? So it sounds like all these kids that Officer Chambers had just talked to, who told him in no uncertain terms that they were the ones who removed the dirt bike from the wreck scene, that there was nothing nefarious about it, that the kid who wrecked on the bike wasn't involved with it, nor his brothers. Apparently, it sounds like he knows these kids because they're all his neighbors. At least that's what he says multiple times in this body cam footage.
Half these kids are like 3 houses from me.
Including to his Sergeant Albers.
There were some other kids who witnessed it though.
Yeah, they all live right down the street from me. They just said he lost control, so he hit that one right there. It looks like the bike down here.
Would you rather him take it?
I can take it. Doesn't matter. You won. I don't care, dude. Doesn't matter.
That way you don't got to deal with your neighbors.
Sure. You want to do that? I'll start taking photos of everything. I'll go get the bikes and all that.
Thanks, Tim.
And now let's cut back to Officer Chambers' body cam where we can see the interaction here. And now we see it from Officer Chambers' point of view, and we have a much better view of how he set up this bogus arrest. He wasn't obstructed from accessing the bike or taking pictures of it in any way. Honestly, I just think he was butthurt about them filming, and he was stewing. He was just stewing about it, and he decided to retaliate.
Yeah, that's not going to work, my friend. Is that his bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
You need to check it work.
I mean, take it out of the truck.
It's our property. Pictures of it?
I'm sorry?
It's our property. Do you need pictures of it?
Take it out of the truck.
It's our property.
Do you need pictures?
Do you want to argue about this?
Dude, what do you want?
Yeah,
Take the bike out of the truck.
Why?
For what?
It's part of my investigation.
Do you need pictures of it? Because we can stand it up and take pictures here. I'm not unloading it and reloading it.
Move that way, please.
Just walk around, dude. I'm gonna be like that.
Albert Chambers.
Are we being detained?
You're about to be.
Okay, Station, you can drive next door. Jenny, can you pick up the gas? I can't reach it. Yeah, I got you.
Albert Chambers on 4.
Grab me if you can, get out of here.
Okay, I'll have to step back. Move.
The Constitution requires that a police officer must have probable cause to perform a warrantless arrest. So the tiny bit of interaction that you just saw, that's his probable cause. But this body cam footage allows us to listen to the conversations that Chambers had with other police officers after the fact. So let's listen to the story that he told later to other cops. And you tell me if that lines up with what you just saw.
So, that's our bike that they're trying to take away. Told them no. Staying here. This gentleman here as well is obstructing. He's about ready to go to juvenile hall if you don't get back. Both did not want me to take the bike or even look at the bike. They started to load up, strap it down. I said, move back. When we back.
So Chambers' story to Sergeant Albers immediately after what happened was that they didn't even want him to look at the bike. Clearly, that's not true, as we can see from his body cam.
Move that way, please.
Just walk around, dude. I'm gonna be like that.
Albers, Chambers.
Are we being detained?
You're about to be.
Okay, Station, you can drive away now.
Then he lies to make it sound like they're about to take the bike away at any second, that they strapped the bike down and he just has to stop them at that point. When in reality, you can hear on his body cam, the only thing that happened was that one of the brothers asked him to turn off the gas because it was leaking on the dirt bike, and he came over to help.
One of my favorite.
Jenny, can you just off the gas? I can't reach it.
Yeah, I got you.
Albers, Chambers on 4.
Drop me in the can, get out of here.
Okay, I'll have to step back. Move.
What done?
That's all that happened. There was no strapping down. There was no securing of the bike to leave. That was a lie to his supervisor. Do you think that they're investigating that in their internal investigation?
Let's move back again. This gentleman as well. If I said you're gonna move, he 10 step. Well, that's the law. The fight's on. So he wipes out. Bike goes moving before we get here. I asked the girl to yell with the shirt over her shoulder. I said, where'd it go? She goes, they rolled down here under a tree in front of my address.
And now he's telling yet another cop, also with the bald head. If you've been following me on Twitter, that you know what I call these people. They are tyrant peacocks. Now, I have nothing against bald guys, but I do have something against the reason that these guys are bald guys. These are tyrant peacocks. They shave their head as a display of authority. They're displaying that they're tyrants. They're displaying that if you piss them off, if you film them, if you disobey them, if you disrespect their authority, they will use violence against you because they're in a club with each other and you're not a member. Anyways, he's telling this other tyrant peacock what happened. He's relaying the story of when he talked to the girl that was in the group of kids. And he's making it sound like the girl said that the brothers wheeled the dirt bike away, and now they're trying to take it out of the scene. But that's not what the girl told him. First, there was a boy in that group that told him that he personally was the one who wheeled it out of the way.
Howdy guys, did somebody take the bike?
Yeah, I wheeled it over out of here.
Where is it?
Over at, it's a few houses down, it's under a tree.
Then the girl, perhaps his sister, clarified exactly where it went and gave her address.
His bike's over at my house.
And she explained that it had nothing to do with the brothers and that there was a perfectly reasonable explanation for where they put it.
He just wheeled it over there so it didn't have to be over there.
Perfect. Cool. I'll go ahead and say, okay? Thank you.
It wasn't a secret. They told him right where it was. And the cops knew the names of everyone involved. They had already talked to the mother and father of the kid. And apparently Chambers is neighbors with all these people. Yet in his story to the other tyrant peacock, he's making the conduct of the brothers that was perfectly legal sound so criminal. So another lie after the fact to make it look like what he did was justified.
Come down here. That dude came running down here earlier. I didn't know this. I guess this is his brother who crashed. So he comes down. He's kind of around the scene. Get down here. Him. The kid over here in the cowboy hat and the kid in the white shirt. And they all come over. They've got loaded up. I'm like, no. Like, what's our property? I'm like, okay. Well, it's part of the, that's what he was right. Yeah, it's part of my crash rescue. And then they all pull out their phones from me to you. I'm like, you can move back. And then like, nope, it's our property. You can't take it off the truck. I'm taking it off the truck. It's our property. I'm like, it's part of our investigation. And you look at that first. Keep your lip. I go around the back for a second. Of the truck, they start trying to strap it down, fix the fuel tank on it, and they're trying to get actually more secure. I'm like, all right. I said,
all right, more lies. Since the investigators at Meridian have all this body cam footage, here's the question I would ask them. Where in Officer Chambers' body cam footage does it show these boys strapping that bike down?
Jenna, can you go drop the gas? I can't reach it.
Yeah, I got you.
Albert's Chambers on 4.
Drop me in the can, get out of here.
Okay, I'll have to step back. Move.
What? It doesn't, does it? So if he's adding that fact, if he's fabricating facts now, why is he doing that?
What do you want? What the hell is a barometer, dude?
Stop.
What the hell is that?
Stop. What are you doing? Put your hand behind your back now.
My hand is
behind. Stop.
Whoa. Stop what? Stop what?
Stop resisting.
Stop what? I'm resisting.
Stop resisting.
Resisting what? Hey, I'm not resisting, jackass.
And then here's where green shirt guy injects himself into the scene. And if Officer Chambers only lives a couple houses away from these kids who moved the bike in front of their house, and green shirt guy is a neighbor of the kids, then is not green shirt guy a neighbor of Officer Chambers? And is that relevant here? Because it sure looks like it is. That actually explains what initially I thought was just a bizarre male Karen incident. Really, maybe they know each other pretty well.
Get back. Dude, don't touch me. Go. Get the away from me. Are you serious? What the hell is the matter with you? Fuck out of here right now. Get the out of here right now. I swear. I swear to sir. This guy hits me. You're the one that laid hands first. I'm not gonna
roll over and come down.
If you'll let me roll, I will, dude. What the hell?
If I give you a statement, would you mind just filling out whatever you saw? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. For me, can I just get a quick statement from you on my camera just so I can write it down later as to what you guys did or didn't see? Is that all right?
Yeah, no worries.
Go ahead.
Here we go. So what I saw, we came out just actually, being nosy neighbors, and then I saw that cowboy kid kind of tucked into that tree over there, kind of avoiding whatever's going on down there. And then the green pickup pulled up, and they're trying to hump, get that in the. So I'm assuming they had something to do with it. And then when you rolled up, I heard a lot of chitter chatter from the 3 kids, but then the kid with the furry head was mouthing, and I heard you tell. I thought I heard you say to put your hands on the truck, and I heard basically a you.
Right.
And then when I walked over, you had him just putting him on the ground.
Right.
And then the cowboy.
Did anybody hear that young man in the white shirt say "fuck you"? I didn't hear that. Oh, Mel, this male Karen's lying. Imagine that.
Kid was getting threatening towards me, and I was trying to get your attention. Like, this kid hits me, I'm gonna freaking hit him back.
Is that really what happened though? Because unlike you, the video footage, which doesn't lie, tells a different story. It shows you physically committing battery on this kid.
And then you drew your taser, and that kind of calmed it down. I just tried to get those 2 kids, just come over here and stay out of it. You can film all you want.
Cool. Okay.
That's what I saw.
I appreciate it. And we got a statement from you already? Yes, sir. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
I didn't see anything.
Lucky you.
Chambers also tells his story one other time, this time to one of the brothers who asked for an explanation. And the problem with telling lies, sometimes you forget what you already said, but oftentimes every time you repeat the story, the lies get more exaggerated. And now listen to the story that he's weaving with one of the brothers. Suddenly the brothers were engaged in some conspiracy to try to get their injured brother out of some horrible crime of riding his dirt bike on the street. And he's basically fabricating this out of thin air. And again, listen, he's even still embellishing the strapping down the dirt bike lie.
So it sounds like your younger brother crashed.
Right.
Okay, so we all came here for that.
Right.
He's getting transported. Sounds like he's gonna be okay. He's pretty jacked up though.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we got here, the motorcycle he was riding was taken away from the scene. I know why he was taken away from the scene, because it's illegal to be driving on the street. I don't really care that much about that, but it's still part of our investigation. Okay. So I knew he was down here. I talked to that gal there. She said it was under our tree from our house.
This
chick here? But they all told me he was down here anyways. Okay. So I came down here. Your brother had already jumped into the scene over here, was looking around. Okay. Didn't know you guys were brothers at the time. I came down here. So I show up here. They've got the bike in the back. I pull up, stop, say, hey, not yet. That's the bike. Yeah, I need to see that. Immediately, I don't know who the kid is in the cowboy shirt.
It's my younger brother.
Okay. So immediately he's like, it's our property.
Which.
Okay. It's confrontational, right?
Could be explained in a better way and talked about in a better way.
Right?
Yes.
So okay, that's fine. It's not going anywhere. Like, we're taking this our property. I'm like, okay, well, it's not. That's part of my investigation. I need to look at it first.
Right.
And back and forth. No. I said, you take off the truck. We're not taking off the truck. I said, you guys are not leaving the truck. It's our property. We're not staying here.
Okay.
Like, you are staying here. You need to take off the truck. I go on the back to get the plate on the truck. They start strapping it down to secure it so they can drive away with it. And they start messing with it more. I need to investigate to make sure the bike is fine. And they continue to mess with it.
And where does Mr. Chambers on his body cam show where they're strapping down the motorcycle? Wow, a sovereign citizen lie. Imagine that.
Tell him to move away. Your brother tenses up. I tell him to move away. He goes like this. He gets detained. He won't. He's resisting. He's not going with my commands at that point. I dump him on the ground.
And if you look at his body camera from down below, the that he drops, or the camera that shows from down below, the young man already has his hands behind his back and is not resisting until the thug police officer throws him on the ground and body slams him.
Literally, all we had to do was I need to document the bike. That's it. It's like a car accident.
Are you serious?
That's all this is. What? It's no different. If you crash into somebody, all I have to do.
It's paperwork.
Yes. But immediately when I came over here, because that's illegal to be driven on the street, and they know that. Not the end of the world.
Right.
Right. And immediately it was like, nope. This is ours, our property. You can't have it. I'm not taking off the truck. It's already loaded up. I don't know why.
Interesting. Huh.
It was very clear from the get-go, no one wanted that bike down there because of the ramifications of riding a dirt bike down the street and crashing.
Well, that's all hearsay, obviously, but...
Well, we had witnesses who saw it.
It's not hearsay.
It's not hearsay. And even then, it's an infraction if I give them a ticket.
Well, it is hearsay. If out-of-court statements by witnesses are being used as evidence to prove the truth of those statements, that is hearsay. So the kid's right. If it's coming from the officer's mouth, that's hearsay, and it's not credible. Because those kids that allegedly said that or gave him that impression are not there. We can't assess their credibility. The problem with that is the officer may be lying. And he is, in fact, lying because we have the body cam footage of when he talked to those kids, and they said no such thing. But we've already established that he's a liar, so let's continue.
Full coverage for just $39 a month? Seem too good to be true? It isn't. If you haven't checked your rates...
It's not the end of the world.
So now he's going to jail?
Yeah.
What's the process from here on out?
So he's going to go down and book to Ada County Jail.
Okay.
He'll get a bond out on that. The only other thing, they've got a camera right there.
Man, I want to know right now what's going on.
Yeah, they have a ring camera too. Then we just need to get the info off the bike still. I haven't done that. Photos and the info off the bike.
What if you're not brother? And then I start telling you you're brother.
Like I told you already, you're under arrest for resisting obstructing.
So you just needed pictures, right?
That's literally, bro, literally.
He took the pictures while the bed was in the truck, and you could have done the same.
I asked you, I'm not arguing with you, okay? I told you, I rolled up here, I said, hold on, that's not going anywhere. That's part of my investigation. And your brothers and you immediately said, it's our property, and put your phones over here, and like, it's our property, you're not taking it. I said, he needs to come out of the truck, and he said, I'm not reloading it a second time. I said, I need it out of the truck for my investigation.
Why didn't they need it out of the truck?
They weren't here. I was here. I was going to pull it out. Are you going to listen to me, or are you just going to keep arguing?
But your logic's flawed.
No, it's not.
It is.
Because they chose not to take it out. I was going to take it out, take full photos of the whole thing.
But you obviously didn't need to do that.
Am I the one taking the pictures right now?
No, but what's the difference?
I do my investigations their way, they do theirs their way.
So if you, so regardless of how
regardless of all this, I'm arresting you because you guys continue to do all the stuff you continue to do before I asked you to stop doing that.
Samson, who's arrested and sitting in the back of Chambers' police car, calls Chambers out on the fact that all they had to do was take pictures of the bike. And now the other officers are right in front of them, just taking pictures of the bike, did not remove the bike from the back of the truck because that would have been a pain to unload and get reloaded. But do tyrants care about such things? No. It's about respecting their authority. It's not about reality. It doesn't matter that he could have taken pictures or obtained the VIN number, what serial number, whatever information he needed. It wasn't about that. It was about the fact that they questioned his authority and that they dared to film him. In fact, we can see exactly what the other officers did. We have their body cam footage. At no point did they even apparently seriously consider removing that bike out of the truck.
Do you need anything?
Just gotta find the VIN on this. I haven't ridden a dirt bike in a long time. I've done pretty much that. That's what you think for, right?
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
So usually in the middle, right side of the...
I was gonna say...
That's what I thought.
It looks like... There's a...
Should be a...
Yeah, it's kind of covered by crap, but it's in front of this guard.
It's in front of the guard?
I can get a couple different sides of it if you want to hear your phone. Let's see.
And you can also turn it off and I'll write it down.
That might be better. I got the serial number right here. It's just covered by stuff.
Covered, so.
All right, ready?
1 second.
Okay.
So there you have it. I could go on, but I mean, you get the point. And honestly, I'm not sure what the point is of the internal investigation that's occurring at Meridian when Officer Chambers is still gone, unless they're going to investigate the other officers who are involved. But as I've demonstrated, before anyone watched body cams, Chambers was the only one who was there, and he lied to everyone else every time he told the story, and it got more grandiose. His nose grew every time he told the story. So maybe somebody did watch the body cam, and they did the right thing and got rid of him, except they didn't fire him, so he went and got hired on at the Boise Police Department, because their only requirement is that he left his last department in good standing. So if they let him just resign in lieu of being fired, and that counts as good standing, boom, he pops up somewhere else. In fact, I got an anonymous message, probably from a cop in Meridian, before it was even announced where he went, and it said, he's Boise's problem now. So if you live in Boise, he's your problem now. But the good news is he's, from what I've heard, a probationary officer for the first year, and they can fire him for any reason that they want. So perhaps they're the ones that need to review this body cam footage. So if you're in Boise and you don't want this guy encountering your children one day, then perhaps you want to make sure that they see this footage and they answer to their citizens about why they think this guy should have a badge and a gun and the authority to wield the mighty power of the state over the citizens there. So please keep the information and the updates coming, and maybe I'll get to do another update video on this. So if you want to follow along, subscribe both here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. Also follow me on Twitter at JohnBryanESQ, also called The Civil Rights Lawyer there. Our rights don't end where your fear begins. Freedom is scary. Deal with it.
All right, so we found out the green shirt pushed the kid first. That we did not see in the first couple. and also that we already knew Chambers was a liar. Sovereign citizen from California as a police officer, what do you expect? I mean, once a scumbag, always a scumbag. So, guys, the only way we're going to get this problem solved is if we change the law. And we need to make it to where there's two items. One is a violation of oath of office by a public official should be a felony and not a misdemeanor, not a slap on the wrist, but an actual felony. The second one is that if a officer puts a charge on you and it's not prosecuted, it's thrown out or dismissed by the DA, that it goes back on the officer because they're getting promotions for making false arrests. And I don't care what you call it, that's exactly what's going on here. So, guys, have a good day, and I will talk to you again later.